Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Herbal Synergy, the shop. Or the shop Herbal Synergy. I still don't know which one it is, but it's one of the two, damn it. I'm your host, Sinji. With me, Irby. Irbay.
What up, kiddos, ladies and gentlemen, boys and
Herbalicious.
girls, children from, people from all over the world?
Fabul Irby.
I don't know. I don't know what you're trying to do there.
I don't know. I figure you need like a spicy nickname.
Nah, you just leave it where it's at.
Just leave it where it's just don't even touch it. Just leave it where it's at.
Nah, it don't need nothing more spicy. I'm more of a mild kind of guy.
All right, so kicking off with flavor of the week. Irby, why don't you start us off?
So, I've been reading Dragon Ball Z, trying to catch up, and major spill right here. Goku has two forms of Ultra Instinct. So when he got the first form, I was like, okay, I see you getting stronger. And then when he got the second form, I was like, okay, so this makes sense. It's kind of in line with the super, where he can activate it on and off at will.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
that's why I'm like, huh.
and like amazingly enough, there's still more Dragon Ball Z to be watched.
Yeah, I know.
There should be coming out with the next chapter in about 2 to 3 weeks, I believe.
February 19th.
February 19th.
Yes.
Okay, so my flavor of the week, I would say has to go to... I think it has to go to Dr. Stone, man. I'm not even gonna lie. Because the simple... Like, this man's a fucking genius. Fucking
Yeah.
Senku is a fucking... He's crazy. This man has reinvented the cell phone.
Yeah.
It's like... How do you... Alright, even if I knew what it took to make a cell phone, this man knows where he needs all his material from.
Yeah.
I am flabbergasted.
Yeah, he's real smart. Like, he was a genius before, and a little background on him. Like, that man counted the seconds to the years to, like, while he was in the stone.
Yeah,
So,
bro, like what the my head would just fall asleep at that point.
yeah. And then when he calculated how north shifted over time, and
Yeah.
he was like, oh, it's like 4 degrees of this, and I was like, well, damn.
Not to mention that whole village is probably related to him in some way, shape, or form. But there's like it's too
Uh,
distant for it
I'd
to
say
matter.
I say, have you Okay, I don't think you're at that part. Then if you don't
No,
know, okay,
I'm I'm right at the part where they sung to the one girl to get her to swap over from Tsukasa's side, Empire, and they tried
yeah,
to lie to her with the singer, but she knew. She knew. She knew. She was a super
yeah.
fan. She knew.
Well, did they play that record yet?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you might be at the closer than you think. But yeah, okay. I don't think you haven't mentioned the one of the major things. I was like, well, dang.
Probably not then.
Mm,
Oh yeah. You were talking about there's something that unexpected happened, but I don't think the
yeah, and I
anime
was
is
like,
there yet.
yeah, 'cause I was like, dang. It's like I knew it. Cause I was like, something wasn't sitting right with me. I was like, I'm not sure what it is. Like, this ain't it's not sitting right. And then,
Well,
bam, lo and behold, it came out, and I was like, yup,
had to be
knew it
some
was
drama,
something.
right?
Yeah, I knew it was something.
Now, do you think Senku ends up with his the acrobatic blondie?
You talking about the warrior princess?
Yeah.
I don't know. I know his friend likes that girl, but to be honest, I don't think he has room in his life for any love other than science.
I thought that too, but hey, as men get older, some needs need to be scratched. Some itches need to be
Yeah,
scratched.
but I don't know. I feel like he'd be the type to be like, I'm too immersed in my work for kids or anything. So like,
True.
I feel like he'd rather have like a companion like his other science guy that could talk science all day.
Okay, okay, all right, okay. So, um, you are watching One Piece.
I thought we was doing the shows we watched first, and then we're gonna get into that.
Oh, okay, all right, okay, okay. So,
Yeah.
me and Irby started watching because I hope we said it last episode. We're gonna be watching shows together, reading shit together, and reacting to the stuff each other already watched and read as the other goes through it. Um, the two shows we decided to watch together, Kenichi and Gintama,
Gintama, I don't know.
Flop Tama, Flop
Yeah.
Central,
You said flop. I
Flop.
don't know if it's a flop though, because it has 6 seasons though.
I don't know if I
So
can bear a full season. Maybe
yeah,
maybe the first season just wasn't. I don't know. You- maybe the true potential lies within the next couple seasons. You know what I mean?
it definitely has some room for some improvements.
Guys, I don't even know. I don't know what the plot to that show is. I don't get it.
I would say, well, the show is basically about people, aliens come down and take over feudal Japan and basically do away with samurais. And they're like, I don't know, they're like crime bosses, or they're like people that crime boss, or like they do stuff, and it's weird. Like they go through the guy, since there's no samurais, like there's no work, so he goes
Yeah,
through,
there's
he
a
does
sword
odd
band.
jobs. Yeah, he does odd jobs to make ends meet. So
Yeah.
his shop is like um Giamanta does odd jobs or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Where do you keep getting Diamante from? Is that his
uh,
name? I thought his name is Gintama.
I don't know. I just be making up stuff, man. That's how much I zoned out during it. No, but Gatama, he does stuff, and like they don't refuse jobs. They like pretty much do everything or do anything. So he goes around and gets money to try to do stuff
Right.
and stay alive and generate business stuff and all that good jazz.
Which is handy and dandy and
So
all, but like it just it seems like one of those like there's no true like every episode kind of
it,
ties into each other, but
it
like none of it actually follows after the other, if that makes sense.
it's it's different, and like I don't like the aspect of like, oh, this is for our viewers, or oh, this is why we're doing it this way, or oh, or the people right here, and it's like, man, like it's yeah, I just don't like the aspect of they're like acknowledging that there's people there watching, and like, oh, this happens on this TVs or something. But it does have its funny moments, and I did think when it was like, oh, I wish I could shoot a Getsuga Tensho out my out
Yeah,
my
yeah,
sword.
I noticed a couple references to like Bleach and
Yeah,
stuff like that. And it's
yeah,
just like, oh, it's one of those.
yeah. So like, there's some things I like, but I feel like it's for like a certain type of like humor, and like my humor's not in line with that show yet. The first two episodes were kind of weird. Then the third one, I was like, I'm not sure I can get into this. I don't know. It just wasn't my cup of tea. Might be some other people's cup of tea, but what definitely wasn't mine.
Now, Kenichi, however, I actually do like Kenichi. I like.
I,
I'm following the story. I'm getting everything. It's actually is interesting. Now,
yeah.
we're watching 3 episodes of each, guys. So we didn't just watch the first episode or anything and gave up on Gintama. We watched the whole 3 episodes. I was ready to quit after one. This motherfucker made me watch 2 more.
Yeah. Got to.
So we watched 3 episodes of Kenichi, and let me just say, we will be finishing Kenichi at this point, at this rate. It hooks you in, man. It's not like I don't know if he's gonna be OP towards the end of the show, but like I like where they're heading with his character so far, and
Like he's not like it's not like he's terrible, but like he can work a little bit. Like he has flaws, but it's like not enough like hurt him in regards to that. Like he does want to get better. Like he was working. He like he's not totally talentless because he can pick up stuff and like he knew things. He just didn't have the training for like the way he wanted to be.
right.
It kind of reminds me of like I'm not gonna say he's not talentless, so it couldn't be an Ashta or Deku. Like I would say he's like a Deku if you didn't need a quirk. Put it that
So
way.
like, I like how they introduced all the characters.
Yeah.
I liked just all of them in general. I like how they introduced all the characters, and I like how I immediately after the first episode I was wondering, is this gonna be typical weak protagonist turns OP towards the end of the series? And that might not be the case, but by the time by the time the second episode came around and he had his fight with that freshman that was like 5 times his size, but in the same grade as him.
Why did no? He looked like a grown man.
No, bro, this man was a fucking bear.
He was a grown man. I was like, why is this grown man trying to fight this little kid?
I feel
Like,
like they didn't really there was no. First of all, there was a month-long time skip in the span of 2 seconds.
no, it was a week.
A week? I'm pretty sure it was a month.
No, they gave him a week to fight.
No, I'm saying before that. There was a month time skip from when he joined the karate club to when that fight got initiated.
I must have missed it, but I think it was I think no, because I think it was like there was because that girl was there and she was new and they were teaching, but like I don't think it was a month, bro. I
No, yeah,
could be
because
wrong.
like okay, so like what happened in the episode? I believe it was the second episode. Is he joined the karate club, and when he gets to the scene of him looking at the punching bag, he was like, I've been here for like a month already, and like I haven't been able to touch the bag once because they don't
Well,
let
I
freshmen
think
touch it.
that well that's probably because I want to say it's probably because it's not. I don't think it's a time skip. More as like that's
No,
just
they're
where they
just
started
fast
it at.
forwarding to yeah.
Like
Um,
he was already there for a month, and that was just part of the thing, you know.
oh, you think
Like
so?
yeah, like he was there already. He's like I've been here for a month, and that was just in the week, and then the week after type deal.
That makes sense. Now, I don't like how I have no real gauge to how weak or strong this guy was before everything. Like okay, so second episode, he beats the guy in the end because he's learning and whatnot. But like, I still don't know what his base strength was before he started training at this dojo. And then you just get this on episode 3, you get this fucking the guy who refereed the match obsessed with him, and he's holding onto his leg, and when he finally lets go, you see the bruise, his handprint on his leg. I was like, well, how strong is he?
Yeah. Mind you, that guy looks like he was bigger than me. Like he was, and he's supposed to be a senior in high school. The eighth grader was big. Like these look like grown men fighting little kids out here.
That's what I'm saying, bro. It was just like, how big, how big is this guy, and how strong is this kid? Is this all from the gym or the dojo, or like, because the training that guy started making him do was fucking crazy.
Yeah, let's just say he was strong, but that training like brought out hitting latent Gohan strength. Let's put it that way.
Like, motherfucker, it's the third episode. How strong is he gonna get?
Hey, he's strong enough to leave bruises.
Holy shit, bro.
Yeah, but he's pretty good. I do like him. I like the girl. There's just enough silliness.
Yeah, and like
And
you feel like it's kind of obvious the love interest with the guy and the girl at this point.
yeah. What do you think about
Can-
that gymnastics scene with that girl? She was like, "Yeah, show him what you want," and then she got mad because she like outstaged her, and it's like, well, damn, you said show off, and you're not showing off, so.
Right. It was just like you kind of asked for it, and now you upset that you asked for it. You gotta kind of take that. You gotta eat that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I did. No, go ahead.
I'd say, but yeah, I think I will be watching episodes here and there. Yeah. I might even try to take up karate, do my little toe points and my toe turns. And she's like, he must have some training to do that stuff. And then I can go, that guy cry like a baby. Like, I don't want to be kicked out. So,
Now,
well, that was the breaks. Those was the rules.
now, are you watching dub or sub?
Dub.
Okay, have you ever for One Piece? What are you watching, dub or sub?
Dub.
Have you noticed the voice actor for Usopp and Kenichi?
I haven't. I haven't paid that much attention to it.
I noticed it like right away. I was like, that kind of sounds like Usopp. And now that I think about it, the dad kind of sounds like Usopp too. I'm like, I looked it up.
Yeah. I did get a couple vibes. I was like, I've heard this voice before, because a couple of them sound like they've been recycled. I was like, I can't place it though.
Yeah, so like I think Apache, the one they make really strong but kind of sounds stupid. I think he might be the Usopp. I forget. I looked it up too. I forgot to write it down. But the voice actor for Usopp definitely does voice acting in this series, and I thought Zoro did too. But I think I was wrong about that one.
No, I did hear. I don't know if it was the other one or Kenichi, but I thought I definitely heard Zoro in one of them.
Yeah, I did.
I was
Oh,
like, that sounds like Zoro.
I think Zoro is Zoro might be just Gintama from Gintama.
Yeah, I thought he was Gintama, but I looked him up. It's actually someone else. So, cause I did look that up. I was like, this sounds like Zoro, and
Yep.
someone sounded similar to Itachi. I was like, yeah, but I looked him up and it wasn't him either.
Foolish little brother.
Yeah. I was like, oh man. But yeah, it's a good shows. So
I love how like
moving into-
I love it like no one wanted to show him technique because of like the exact situation he ended up in, and it was just like, I mean, had you show him technique, he could have been prepared for that situation.
yeah, but now they're like, oh, now we gotta train you so you won't get beat up.
Yeah, yo, that man got wrecked, man. He got destroyed by that referee, dude.
He did.
But
Tell me
like,
why I thought that was a teacher that was teaching the class.
I thought so too. I was like, he's in school. What the fuck? He was just grinding nuts because he was so pissed. He didn't even look like he was that concerned about the match.
he he wasn't.
Yeah, it
And
was
then
like,
he was like, oh, this kid must have some training. He's like, I want to fight him.
first of all, you don't even look like this match affected you that much. Second of all,
Yeah.
where'd you get nuts from? why, and why did you have more immediately after you broke some?
Yeah, like he was looking for the teacher. He was like, she's like, hey, can you stop? And then he broke the nut. He was like, oh, never mind. Just. I'm like, man, this little kid. If you don't send him to detention.
Yeah, like, bro, you better step up. You ain't no teacher in the anime I've ever seen.
They would have been more OP.
Yeah, teacher son. Nah, but
Teacher
like
Sama.
Gintama's fun watch so far.
You mean Kenichi?
Yeah, Kenichi, Gintama, not a fun watch so far.
Yeah.
Don't know if I'll
It's
pick
like,
it up again. We
I don't think
are
I will.
we are considering Shield Hero to replace Gintama.
Yeah.
Yeah, so our good buddy Peter Rooney told us Shield Hero is
Stop.
pretty fucking good. And I kept glancing over it, not sure if I wanted to watch it, and ultimately I decided to watch it with his added opinion, and hopefully it is good. And hopefully we like it. Hopefully it's better than Gintama. Hopefully it has a clearer story off the bat.
Yeah, I don't think that'd be hard. Whereas it'd be Gintama.
Well, my issue with Gintama is I started in dub, so I can just like not have to focus on reading so much. And dub sounded so fucking cheesy that I didn't go through with it. And then I started fucking sub because I was like, well, the dub kind of sounds cheesy, and the sub sounded exactly the same. I was just like, I don't even know, man. That's impressive. You fuckers sound the same. That's impressive. You equally
Yeah.
uninterested me in both fucking versions of the show.
Yeah, that's not my flavor.
Not yeah. That's the best way I can describe it. Just not my flavor.
Yeah, not my flavor at all.
So moving on to shows we're watching individually together individually. You're watching One Piece. I think that's the only thing you're watching right now, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
One.
Where are you
Piece.
at?
They're fighting the Seven Warlord of the Sea. Mora, I think.
Moria?
Zombies. Yeah,
Mor-
Moria.
oh, Moria. Oh, so you are there because I remember you sent me a clip of the
Yeah.
Luffy putting a zombie back in the ground.
It's like, oh, I really hurt old guy. No, it's a zombie.
I love Luffy.
Yeah, Luffy got to be one of the dumbest characters I've ever seen, though.
What? Nah.
He makes Goku look like Senku, man. That's how dumb Luffy is.
Nah.
Yeah.
Luffy just saves all his genius for fighting. I mean,
Well, I wish he'd transfer some to some common sense.
what? You finna start coming for my boy, dog.
Man, I'd slice Luffy up.
You can't.
Yeah.
He's too OP.
And that's another thing. This motherfucker got 4 gears. Didn't even show no clip of training. No brainstorming, no nothing. You got beat up, and now you got 3 gears you can go into. What?
Well,
Did
two gears, two
didn't
gears. His base state is his quote unquote first gear. So no, he he got an idea from how he fought. All right, so you're at Moria. So you have Robin, you have Frankie,
got Brooks now?
you got Brooke now. You temporarily have Brooke. You don't know if you got Brooke, but you
Oh,
got
I
Brooke
know
right
he
now.
got him because I played the One Piece video game. He part of
Shut
the
up!
crew.
You don't know that.
I do know that.
Okay, so Luffy actually this is more of how he's a genius when it comes to fighting because he got the idea for second gear from just fighting the CP9 and how they moved fast and he realized they were just moving their feet really fucking fast and kicking the ground really hard. So he did something that only him with his ability can do. What he does is, do you understand like the basis behind second gear?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
basically pumping his blood faster.
which is actually really fucking taxing on his body and like shortens his life. I don't know by how much, but like it wears out his body. It's not supposed to do that. This man is literally killing himself to protect his friends. I don't know why. I don't know how he came up with third gear. I guess he figured if I'm bigger, I'll hit harder. But in my head, the bigger he is, the softer his skin is.
Yeah, I
Because
mean
he's
I can
blowing air
understand
into
it,
himself. It's not, you know.
but it's like the same principle as like blowing up a football or
True.
exercise
Yeah.
ball. Like
Yeah.
it's rubber anyway.
Gear Gear third makes more sense to me when he learns to harden his hockey, and then like his skin is hardened. That's the more Gear three makes sense. By the way, I love Chibi Luffy when he turns small. I fucking love it.
He's like, all right, let's go then. When he threw that little punch, and hit the little leopard guy in
He's
the
just
face,
yeah
I laugh.
yeah.
He's like, eh.
You stupid tiger! And the nigga got pissed. He's like, this fucking piece of shit just punched me as a child.
Yeah, yeah.
That fight against Rob Lucci is consistently in top 10 lists for One Piece fights. It is such a good fight. Like when he's going down in the end, and like he refuses to go down. Oh man, it's such a good fight.
He should have went down.
And then when like Usopp's talking to Luffy and like first of all, I love how you didn't mention he's retarded for not knowing it's Usopp. Chopper and fucking Luffy.
I didn't even get a chance to because once you mentioned One Piece, you got on swole
Bro, I
and
love
just started to mention a whole bunch of stuff.
have I told you guys I love One Piece?
Yeah,
So Luffy and Usopp and Chopper will go down as probably the dumbest people in the fucking crew.
I don't think Usopp's not dumb. He wants to
He's a
do
child, bro. He's like he falls on the same. All right. Poorly worded. Luffy fucking retarded. Usopp, Chopper are both very smart in their fields, but when it comes to like being a child about things, they're on the same level as Luffy.
Yeah.
And as the seasons progress, you'll further see that, but also see how much of a fucking fighting genius Luffy is in just general.
Yeah, and there's some other stuff I still don't understand. Like, did the Frankie people just grab Usopp, or Usopp like went to them and was like, "Hey, can you fix my ship?"
What do you mean?
Because he was sitting on the dock and it's all together, and they hid, and then all of a sudden Usopp's gone and beat up, and it took his money, and
Yeah.
it's like because he left shortly after they had said the ship was unrepairable.
Uh huh.
And so like he took the $200 million and ran. But like, if you knew the ship was unrepairable, why are you trying to fix it anyway? Let that thing hit the bottom of the ocean.
So Usopp had an emotional attachment to the ship just because it was a gift from Kaya, the girl that was sick that he would tell stories to. It's like so far Usopp's only love interest. Like it is duly assumed that when they're done traveling, he's just gonna go back there and marry her or whatever. And Usopp loved the ship so much because it was from her. Like everyone considered Mary like a part of the crew, but to Usopp, he compared himself to the ship a lot, and like it got to the point where like since Luffy decided he thought Luffy just decided to throw away the ship. He didn't think there was any thought process behind it. He was just like, since you like getting rid of weak people, I guess you might as well get rid of me. Get rid of me. And it's like, whoa, you're a fucking good sniper. It's not like you're weak. You're just bad at hand-to-hand combat. That fucking fight between Luffy and Usopp, that shit was heavy when I first watched it.
No, it was terrible. You knew he
That
wasn't going to beat him.
he knew. Well, he did pretty
You
good to
got,
stall.
got,
He
got
did pretty
no
good
devil
stalling.
fruit powers. No, he should have been like, look, man, you the captain. The ship won't no good. You got to get out of there. I'm not going to fix up something that's going to break anyway. Or they told us it's not going to make it to the next island. Nah. But yeah, and then they was talking, what else? About the other stuff. And I was telling you about this. I feel like it's a hot take. Well, you said it was a hot take. But I feel like Jolly Roger or Gold D Roger, whatever his name is
Charlie Rogers.
archaeologist. Yeah.
Well, that would make sense because where are you right now? All right, so you're past. Frankie wasn't in Skypiea, so you're past Skypiea. He was able to read the poneglyphs, we're assuming, and write the language, unless he just had someone in his crew do it. Which, no, I think he's the one who did it. So I think you're onto something there.
Yeah.
It is very possible. There's a lot of mysteries still unsolved in One Piece. Like, a whole fucking lot.
Yeah. Yeah. So. Yeah, there's some other stuff too. But yeah, I could Sniper King, like everyone knew there's like, Usopp, what are you doing? Like he had his head on the same clothes. Just put on the mask.
Okay. Hold on. Two things I want to ask you about. One, how'd you feel about Zoro and Usopp being handcuffed together?
Oh, that was dumb. Cause it's like, why? Like, how did that even happen? Like, he's like, oh, I was laughing so hard that I shot on your wrist, and now after he like saved him, like they're stuck together. Like, what? How's that even possible? You grab someone and then their manacle like grabs onto you.
What about Zoro trying to use him as a sword?
Now that was smart. I could deal with that one.
He was like, fuck it. Either I cut your arm off. He was like, I love how it's like one of us got to get our arms off. Matter of fact, I can't use 3 swords with one hand. You're just going to have to lose yours. I was like, that's fucking fair. I think that's fair.
It keeps into line with Zoro's mentality though.
Yeah.
Because he was going to cut his legs off to escape the Ash person.
Zoro's a really gritty character, man. I love Zoro. There's a lot of talk on how like there's no vice captain on the Straw Hats, and as you like get further into the show, I want you to like pay attention to Zoro and Sanji's roles.
Zoro.
Yeah, it is. But like a lot of people are just like, oh, it's Sanji because Sanji does things for the crew. And it's like, nah. Like let's take for the instance when it comes to like Luffy versus Usopp. Zoro was the only person who had the reason to talk Luffy into like, yo, you're a captain right now. you can't be letting this nigga disrespect you, or else we look like idiots for following you.
Yeah.
I
That's what
like
I was
him
gonna
too,
say.
but I don't like him enough to like spit on the reason I'm fucking following you. Like, get a grip, beat his ass, and let's go.
Yeah.
Um,
That's what I would say because he was like Usopp can't get on there unless he apologizes.
mm-hmm. By the way,
Yeah.
Zoro's Ashura move against the giraffe, I loved it. When I first saw it, I was just
Yeah.
like, "Oh, that's hype. Is he ever gonna use it again?" I don't think I've ever seen it again. I can't remember ever
It
seeing it
I
again.
came out of nowhere too.
Yeah, I was just like, "Where the fuck? Where did that come from? Can you do it again?"
Yeah. Came out of nowhere.
Okay, so
Mm-mm-mm.
let's go on to what I'm watching that you are reading.
Which one?
Wait, I think is it Doctor Stone that you're ahead of me on? It is Doctor Stone.
Yeah.
Okay, so as I said, the cell phone thing, huge for me. It was just huge. Love it. What I like about Doctor Stone, and like I gotta watch the this week's episode. What I like about Doctor Stone is, or just like a lot of animes that involve sports and science and things like that, is it takes a lot of facts and makes it more entertaining. I feel like if you played me Doctor Stone in science class, I probably would have learned more and been entertained.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like just like I almost feel like watching Doctor Stone. I should be taking notes just in case it happens to us. I should
Yeah.
take notes, put in a safety deposit box, and like wait for me to be turned into stone. I say, all right, so this is how we're gonna do this, and we need to find an old guy who can like play with glass, cause I can't do that.
Yeah.
um, I'm all caught up with Boruto, and where are you in Black Clover? You haven't. I actually think I'm ahead of you in Black Clover.
You probably haven't picked it up in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, I think I'm ahead of you in Black Clover. So let's go to reading now.
Yeah. That Dragon Ball Z boy.
I love it and hate it so much because like it turned into such a what's the next power up we can give? Eh,
I'm still like Bulma had a sister and like in all the Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball I don't ever remember them mentioning her. Like
Yeah,
and her
so
name's Tights, like she just came out of nowhere. Oh, my sister. You have a sister? What? You
exactly.
like you've never seen her.
I'm like, is she
And now
blood
she's
related? Is she not blood related? What the fuck is going on here?
and she's friends with Jocko, like didn't even like I'm just like, come on. Like that came out of nowhere, left field. I was like, Tights? What? No. I get it, but she didn't exist in all of Dragon Ball Z, all of Dragon Ball. I thought she was only a child. But then
Now,
again, it kind of can make sense because they never was like, oh, our only child, Boma. They never said that. They're like, my little Boma. So there's room for it to be opened.
yeah, and like I would hope that the people who just give her a fucking sister would rewatch the entire show to make sure there's nothing canon that suggests that she might not have one.
Yeah.
But I can't wait for you to catch up because it's just so. There's so many things I want to talk about right now. Like, okay,
And what?
just in general about the show after the moral arc. So like,
I beat Moro.
oh,
I'm on the
you're already
last
past it. You
episode.
caught up.
Yeah, he has Ultra Instinct, and the guy with the eye patch is out.
Oh, okay. So like, on the very next
But
chapter after that,
still want to talk about that Moro arc though. Moro, how OP was that guy? And
bruh, the nigga. Oh my god, bro. OP ain't the word.
That man was taking everyone's powers, taking all their god energy, everything, had magic, put Majin Buu in a comatose state.
So
Um,
I thought, I really thought they fooled me because I thought they were gonna let Vegeta have the spotlight in this one.
but they didn't.
They didn't.
Yeah, and Mirrors. I knew when they was in there. I was like, something's off about him. I was like he kind of looks like Whis with short hair. And
And
I was
he
like,
turned out to be an angel, and he cared more about helping Goku save the world than his own existence as an angel.
yeah,
I thought that was cool,
yeah.
cause but like I really did want Vegeta to be the one who saved the day,
And I thought he was going to.
cause that was a cool move. I don't know why Vegeta. First of all, there was big rumors about all the moves Vegeta was gonna learn with his training on Yardrat, because Goku only learned instant transmission. They had so
Yeah,
many moves at their disposal, and I thought Vegeta was gonna come in giant and cloned and fucking stealing energy with multiple different people of versions of himself hitting, and this nigga just learned how to, which it was still kind of an OP thing, kind of desynchronization or some shit like that, defusion. His fifth
deep
does the,
vision.
yeah.
Yeah, which it would have worked had Morrow not had the backup replica copy. Like he would have had it, but once he did that, like there was no hope for him.
And like a lot of their problems boils down to like just Goku
He's
would rather
not a
leave a nigga
killer.
alive. Yeah, he would rather leave a nigga alive to fight him again than like it's like, okay, this guy's bad news. I probably should
Yeah,
just do away with him. Cause Kid Goku's ruthless. Kid Goku would kill a nigga in a heartbeat. He wouldn't mean to, but he'd be like, oh, I killed him.
yeah. Like what got me was this man threw him a senzu bean. It was like, yeah, going back to jail, knowing he just killed his own people to gain power and go back in. So
Yeah.
it's like, why are you doing this? Like, you already know he's no good. Like, just stop it. And that's what I can't get over that. Just what they're doing the most.
Okay, so I oh man. More arc was a really good arc. I'm not even gonna front.
It
It really
was.
was.
And
It's
then the
just
first Ultra Instinct, I was like, oh man, like he's putting the screws to him, but then he couldn't keep it up because he didn't do it for a long time.
I love how like everyone thought Vegeta was gonna turn himself into a giant. It was actually Goku that like projected himself. And I was just like, how the fuck did you learn how to do it? And you
Yeah,
just
like
did it with
there's so
energy.
much. Yeah, there's so much more stuff.
There is, and Irby is when you see how much more there is.
Yeah,
When you see how
I
much more
just
it is, when you read the very next chapter.
I've read it all. Goku ain't gonna be the strongest one in the universe.
Oh, you read it all?
Yeah, I read it all. I told you I was all
Oh,
the way caught up.
so how about fucking there being levels to Ultra Instinct?
Yeah, like the Ultra Instinct perfected, and like they said, oh, it's just a mean to be started,
I
and
was like,
how
what the
I like
fuck?
how yeah, and I like how and that's another thing I was thinking about how Beerus was like, oh, follow me or something. He was like, yeah, I'm just gonna go some stuff, but he's like, I forget his exact phrasing, but he was like,
He was just like, don't worry if you steal something or some shit like that. I was like, oh, what's in there? What are you about to let him take?
no, it was his like techniques is what I'm thinking because I feel like it's setting up for Vegeta to be the god of destruction and
Yeah,
Goku
yeah,
to be
that
like,
that was heavily implied because Goku doesn't want to do shit like that. Supreme Kai wanted him to be not Supreme Kai. Kami wanted him to be the next Guardian of the Earth, and Goku was like, "Hell no, dog."
Yeah, just because he wants to fight.
Yeah. So Vegeta, I think, is obviously going to be the next God of Destruction. Beerus was like, "I'm not into training. You can follow me, hint
And pick up
hint,
some
and
stuff.
yeah, you might learn some shit, but I ain't gonna
Yeah.
train you. You better figure that shit out yourself."
Yeah. So I was like, oh man. I was like that. I was like, I knew it. And then yeah, but Goku, his all he had to do was kill Moro, but he let him like go into the Earth and become part of the Earth.
Yeah, bro. He was like, "Do you promise to go back in jail?" Like, bro, what the fuck? If you don't
he
kill this
still had
nigga,
he still had to learn his lesson from when Frieza did it to him the first time. Then Cell did it to him. Like, come on, man. How many times you gotta get burned before you just figure it out? Frieza did it to him twice.
yeah, he did.
Twice.
He did. He did. He did.
It's
I
like,
don't know,
come on.
man. Goku out here wilding for respect, bro.
It just be making me mad. As soon as he said promise, I said, man, if you don't blow his ass up, stop
Goku
playing
needs to.
around.
Goku was a savage as a kid, man. He needs to like refine that savageness. But I'm kind of glad there's more, cause I still want to see Vegeta interact with Kaba a little more.
You talking about
The Sand from Universe 6, I think it was, or 7, 6, 6, 7.
yeah.
The one where Beerus' brother is
Yeah,
controlled.
that one 7.
Yeah, with Kefla and all that. Yeah, I like the little idea of Vegeta being a mentor, because like you get to see like almost a side of him you don't usually see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
I'm looking for him to go back to Yardrat and do some more training. But like I also feel like their thing is like the off an after image too. Like the technique because
you,
Krillin used the after image while fighting. I was like, oh, it's pretty much like the Yardrats, but I don't know if they're like physical copies.
I don't think so because Goku as a kid has used after images that moved.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I think it's just Krillin finally advanced the technique
No,
that.
I meant like like the Yardrat people.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just saying like I don't think like they would mention because I think after they mention like cloning, I think Vegeta would have the wherewithal of seeing like, oh, like the after image technique because I'm pretty sure Vegeta can do the move.
I've never seen. I don't remember him ever doing after image.
Well, it's less of a technique and more of just moving so quick you leave a vision of yourself, as explained in Dragon Ball. So, if Vegeta, at least in God form, is not faster than Krillin, I'd be highly disappointed.
Yeah.
It was like you're capable of doing this. I think Vegeta is just he's not into tricks like that. He's a very direct fighter.
Yeah.
So I don't think he would
He
ever do such blasphemous things.
Yeah, he's like, fight me like a man, stop using everyone else's power.
Yeah,
Which is
pretty.
why he like the fission. So
So okay,
I
so I guess we're done with Dragon Ball.
yeah, we can be done with that unless you want to talk about the eye patch guy,
Yo, that eye patch guy. I feel like
sniper.
you know what he reminds me of.
What?
Did you see all the Dragon Ball movies?
Most of them, I think.
Do you remember the one with the flute guy that like gave Trunks the sword?
I did remember that one. Yeah.
He reminds me of that guy.
A little bit.
It's
I'm kind
maybe
of
it's because I'm reading it and I don't have like an actual image of the guy in my head. But that's
yeah.
that's who I thought of as soon as I saw him. I was just like, huh. He kind of reminds me of the flute guy that gave Trunks a sword.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see it. But yeah, I kind of he wants to destroy Frieza and he wants to kill the Saiyans too. So I'm like, and then the fish gave that premonition of, the strongest shall move or won't be the strongest. So basically, he alluded to someone stronger than Goku coming up in the world. So I was like, kind of excited to see where that goes. I think we hit 14 more days till it comes out. No, 13.
Yeah, 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
I like Shonen Jump because they have long chapters, but it's like you wait a whole month to get those long chapters, and it's just like, bro, these new webtoons are like they got color, and you do this shit weekly, and with barely a budget. You got a huge budget, and you only do this shit monthly. Can I get some color on anything,
But
everything except only the front?
I think it's more so to do with like keeping in line with their old school style, because comics
Traditions.
were, yeah. I mean, I don't really care for color or not color, but that's just my preference.
Yeah, I mean, it's just I feel like the color gives the scenes more depth. After I started reading like Tower of God and shit like that, it was just like, oh my god, these things look amazing in color.
That's because you're more like visually stimulated versus I like reading the content. Like I don't need pretty colors to make me understand something, I
No, but
guess.
like it helps you see like details and things a lot clearer, and like how the scene is supposed, how they imagine the scene instead of like leaving it all to like interpretation.
Oh, that's how I see it anyway. Like that's why it doesn't make a difference to me.
Fair point. Fair point. Okay, so I'm
You like
I'm
all the
being
flashiness. I don't
I'm
need
being
that.
I'm being told by Irby to read My Hero Vigilante, and this motherfucker won't read My Weak Hero webtoon.
Daggone right.
I'm finna stop reading fucking Vigilantes, even though it is
Nah,
starting to get good.
I couldn't find a proper app to look at it. So, but I got something now, and I'll read the first 3 chapters for you, Mr. Crybaby.
Stop.
Yeah, and then but yeah. So you liking it? Where are you at in it so far?
Okay, so far, I've been introduced to the girl with the bee quirk, who
Okay.
like just spread that fucking disease massive to like everyone she could.
Yeah, it's not really a disease. More so, it's like a
It's a
power up.
drug. Yeah, the drug.
Yeah, yeah. It's like a
Yeah, so that's where I'm at, and like I noticed I'm at where like he's kind of noticed that like he can use his quirks different ways, and he's not limited to just the fucking ground, and now he has armor he can speed up. So like that fight where the guy was a giant and like came after him, when he realized
yeah.
like he can connect to his hand and like slide his way while he's falling into a safer direction. I thought that was pretty interesting and cool use of his power.
Oh, you haven't seen anything yet.
But like, oh my god, the fact that like he's limited, or like he's forced to only use, like he has 3 points of contacts. And I was just like, what do you? That's most of your body, bro. Because he's mostly gonna use his fucking 2 hands and feet. I mean,
It's
2 feet and 1 hand. That's what he's mostly gonna use.
well, there's an evolution, but I don't want to say too much.
I mean, fair,
Yeah,
but shit.
yeah. It's you'll see. He does some other stuff.
Will I see?
But yeah,
Will I
I'm glad
enjoy?
you. I enjoyed it. I still read it,
I
although I'm
still,
way
I would,
behind.
I would much prefer an anime than to be reading it. If I'm being honest,
Yeah, because you slow reader can't read too well.
not that I'm a slow reader, just I like the visuals of
You see, you don't have no
action-based anime.
imagination.
No, I
Yeah, you
like
ain't got no
when I okay,
imagination.
no, false. Because when I read Tower of God and I read Webtoon, I read Weak Hero and I read God of High School, and I'm like remembering everything I read, I see the scene in my head. But like I know everything there is to know about it now. I know like how much shading. I know what colors everyone is. I know what color their outfits. I'm not making shit up in my head, and like it's just and they're action oriented. The Weak Hero is a lot easier because there's no powers involved or anything. It's just kind of like boom fighting. It's just straight up fighting. It's regular guys fighting. But
Excuse me.
with something like Vigilante, it's just like I want to see the motion of the slide and certain things.
Well, you're not going to see it. See it because I don't. I feel like it's not going to be a.
I don't think it'll ever be an anime.
Yeah. I think it's just one of those ones where you'll just have to like read it if you really want to enjoy it.
Yeah, and I don't have an issue reading it. You gave me a good read.
Yeah. It's definitely better than reading Weak Hero.
You haven't started Weak Hero, and I deny all accusations on that. Weak Hero had me captured since chapter 1. I still don't know how I completely feel about vigilantes.
Yeah. It clearly has to like set up um its storyline and characters and people.
See, Weak Hero set up its storyline and characters, and I didn't need to wait.
Yeah. Like it's because it's basically like an offshoot of My Hero. So like you like people have their own views about it, but you have to like go into it differently because
Right.
it's not the side of the law that they're on. They're on something else. So
Fair enough, I guess.
yeah, the other side, how the other side lives.
Word.
Sentence.
Paragraph.
That's all she wrote. But yeah.
Oh
But
god.
yeah.
All right. So anything other noteworthy things?
Anything noteworthy? Huh. Nope. I
No,
think
right?
I. Yeah, I don't have anything noteworthy.
Yeah, I think that was
Oh,
everything I had to.
other than Shaman King's getting a reboot, I saw that. Um,
Oh, I forgot to mention something for Kenichi. Like he
what?
mentioned that he needed strength and courage after he lost to the teacher high schooler buff guy.
Yeah.
I was just like, nah, dog, you had the courage to fight him, and based on what you did to his ankle, you had the strength.
He just didn't have the wherewithal with knowing what to do with it.
So this motherfucker doesn't know how strong he is. He's most likely gonna get stronger, and now he's gonna have technique. What the fuck is he gonna be by the end of the season?
We got to look it up, see how many seasons they have too. I feel like this might be like a one hit season anime.
I just want to know that he didn't. He likes Kenichi. Everybody likes Kenichi. Didn't look up how many seasons there were. Everybody watched 2-3 episodes of fucking Gintama. And was just like, how many fucking seasons of this shit is there? 6
I
seasons. Nah,
couldn't.
I ain't watching this.
I couldn't get into it.
I
Like
just
it,
want. I just wanted to make a note of that.
yeah, it was terrible. Well, not terrible, but just not something I'd be like, oh, let me waste the rest of my life watching these series.
That's fair. That's fair. Okay, so
Yeah,
guys, that's gonna do it for this episode. I think it was pretty successful. I think we did
yeah.
good. I think we had a structure. We stuck to it. You know.
So
You
it went
know.
well.
The tea was properly made.
Yes, it was boiled and steeped properly.
marinated in its aroma, the fragrance,
And
and
I
then
think marinade is different. They ask for food items.
whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know the equivalent though, so I have to look it up.
It it sat and spread its aroma into the air,
It's aromatic fragrance.
and we breathed it in. We breathed it in.
Yep. Breathed it in.
All right, guys, that's gonna do it for this episode. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed, like, comment, subscribe, share us. We're on YouTube. We're on Spotify. We're on these other fucking platforms that I had no idea we would be on. I'm gonna list them off. I'm gonna try to list them off real quick. One is Google Podcasts. One is Breaker, I believe it's called.
That's new.
We're also on. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. We're also on. There's Breaker. There's Radio Public. Um, Pocket
iHeartRadio.
Casts. We're not on iHeartRadio yet, but we're on and Pocket Casts. Those are the 4 or 5.
You're on Pandora now too.
I wish. I love Pandora. If I
Nah.
could have Pandora versus Spotify, I'd fucking have Pandora. Um, but yeah, we're also on YouTube if you want to watch what the hell we're playing, because you're gonna hear the shit in the background, just so
I
it's
mean,
not white
what are
noise.
you playing?
Yeah, what I'm playing. Well, you're playing it with me, motherfucker.
You ain't seeing my gameplay though.
I'm not, but I'm seeing you on my team.
Shoot, you seen me die.
Nah, you did better than me. You get 24 kills.
Shoot.
No, you have 29 kills. You even have a positive KD, but my light level's low.
Yeah. Real
All right,
low.
guys. See ya.
Peace.